exactly. See, like the game is just so well programmed that it just doesn't even function. It's you know, you just
I've
don't.
seen indie games that are built better than this.
You know, quality when it won't even accept the input functions for the system you're using by default. You got, that's just quality. That's quality game design right there. That's great.
So what do you
It's
love
just,
about this
you're
so
playing
much,
a good game when
Joosh?
that happens.
What do you love about this? About the game?
Is there anything that you liked about the game?
I like that it ended. I like that
The gameplay, anything besides.
I like that the game crashed, so I could stop playing it. I liked that part. I liked the part where the credits started rolling and my computer crashed, so I had to stop looking, so I could stop looking at the game. I liked when that happened. That was a good that was a good moment.
So could we get a quick recap for the kids at home about? Because Aaron wasn't here for a big portion of it.
The recap is fuck DICE and fuck everything they make, because they don't know how to make video games. They know how to make really fancy Frostbite 3 cutscenes that stutter like there's no tomorrow because they're actually level streaming behind them, and they have no way of hiding that because they load it in chunks for some reason. But, I mean, they look good. They're great at directing voice actors. Like, they're really good at
properly.
that. Yeah, the games are lit well. Just a shame when the lighting fucks up and then, like, half the map is in dark because the game just died for no reason.
Or, like, when you
That's
go
great.
inside and then it's just pitch black and all that.
Yeah, it's just pitch black because they have no idea how to do dynamic lighting. But, I mean, other than that,
It's realistic, like, when you go outside.
Yeah, like when you go inside
remember
from a
that
really bright
argument
area
from
and you just go
Battlefield 1.
blind for 5 minutes straight while your eyes just, I guess, roll out of your skull and go to another fucking continent. I don't know. When that happens, yeah, it's real realistic. It's also really fun when the game. What else is fun? Oh, when the game is stuttering so bad, it forgets that everything in the game is supposed to have like physics enabled with it, so that AI can just shoot you through boxes because the game is stuttering so bad trying to load the next part of the level.
Or like
So
when
if
the
the entire
bots
world
are
just
like
becomes
circling each
non-corporeal
other.
and the AI can go, holy shit, wait a minute, we can shoot through walls now.
Fuck yeah.
This is
boy.
genuinely the worst game I've ever played. I've played Mass Effect Andromeda. I've played Alien Colonial Marines. Okay.
That was a bad game.
Yeah, okay, let me back that up.
Hold up.
Now that I
That was a
remember that,
really bad game.
I played Alien Colonial Marines. I can't say that this is worse than that, because at least this game functions and looks decent.
You know what's
So
funny?
I can't say it's worse than that. But I don't even consider Alien Colonial Marines a game. I just consider that shit and
You know what's
nothing
funny,
else.
though?
Like, no one should play Alien Colonial Marines. No one
I
should
had the
play it.
misfortune of playing it.
I heard that the reason it's so bad is because of a typo in the coding.
No. The reason why the Aliens AI is so bad is because of
That's
a typo.
right.
The reason why the game's terrible is because Gearbox, in their infinite wisdom, outsourced it to a Chinese company that had, up to that point, only made cycling simulators.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Yep.
Oh.
They outsourced the entire game to another company because they forgot that they had the contract, and within, I think it was like 4 months of the release date, remembered they had to make a video game. So they just outsourced it to another company because they were too busy making Borderlands 2. Yeah. And then Sega sued them, and then they sued Sega for suing them, and then now Sega and Borderlands Sega and Gearbox don't work together anymore because they're still currently, like, they just got so angry at each other. Because Sega was like, you can't just outsource a game you bought a contract for, and Gearbox said, where does it say that in our contract? And Sega said, right fucking here, it says that in your contract.
It is the contract.
Randy, it says right here that you can't outsource a game you bought the contract for.
What do you mean?
You fucking
I
moron.
didn't buy the contract. I just signed it. Good lord.
I just signed a contract. What the fuck you want from me? But no, back.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was looking forward to Colonial Marine 2 because I'm a huge Aliens fan.
Okay.
I played it after I knew it was shit, and I was like, yeah, this is shit.
Isolation was good though.
I've not
I
played
have no opinion on that matter.
because I've
never
not played
it.
Isolation because I don't like horror games. But from what I've seen, it looks like a good game. So I'll say, you know,
Oh, y'all want to hear me scream like a little bitch while you play Dead Space 2?
No.
Oh,
You don't want to at all get
Space
humor from it?
I want to hear myself rant more about the fucking Mongol tard that runs the EA or the DICE artificial intelligence programming, whereby every single stormtrooper just stands there stuck in a wall.
No, the
They're shooting
AI
themselves in the
program,
feet.
AI.
It's like, wow, I didn't. You know, when you guys went out of your way to try to create AI that was comparable to the fucking retardation of the Stormtrooper as presented of Stormtroopers in the actual original trilogy, I didn't think you'd go so far to spawn them in walls. I didn't think you'd go that far, but you did. You went far enough to the fact where their AI just stops working. I don't know. Every time I had to fight an ATST in that game, the AI just stopped.
Hold on,
and then you have an ATST just standing there waiting to get killed. I'm like, wow, yeah, this is engaging. This is fun.
Just so you're aware,
actively watching AI just die in front of my eyes. It's entertaining.
He's complaining about the campaign. That's what he's ranting about.
Because I don't give a shit about the multiplayer. I really genuinely don't fucking care. I really don't.
It's nothing to write home about.
I didn't figure it would because I hated the Battlefield 4 3-1 multiplayer where it's like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna run out and die and die and die, and 15 minutes later it's like, oh, you won/lost, congratulations, now go home, or just do it again. Who fucking cares? It doesn't matter. It's like, oh yeah, this is fun, and you know, I don't really talk up Call of Duty, but at the very least, when you kill somebody in Call of Duty, it's like, oh, okay, I did something good. Like, when you get a triple kill in Call of Duty, it's like, hell yeah, that took a lot of, or like a quad. You know, a quad feed in Call of Duty, that's like, hey, you know, that took a little bit of talent, that took a little bit of skill. You do it in Battlefront, it's like, okay, I threw a grenade at a choke point and I got 4 kills. Yeah, it's just another part of the day. Who fucking cares? And, you know, it's just like, okay, now we'll rush B and die and die and die and die and die. Hey, we took B. I wasn't alive for it. I was dead half the time. But who fucking cares? And then, you know, 30 minutes later, hey, we won. Yay! Let's do it again, I guess? Because, you know, when you add 64 players with nothing to do except just kill each other in what is essentially just a massive battle royale with 2 players, or with 2 teams, I'm sorry, not 2 players, 2 teams, it's like, hey, yeah, that's fucking great content. That's just fun. That's fun for the whole fucking family. Just doing the same repetitive fucking bullshit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again with no variation because it looks nice. It's like fucking American football. It's like, oh yeah, let's do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again because it looks nice or it looks good to have big muscular men run into each other. I guess.
No, the difference is,
I don't know. I guess it's entertaining, maybe. Who fucking knows? It's nice to watch, but it's not exactly a lot of fun to play. And the campaign is a complete pile of dog shit. So, DICE is being completely supported by morons that they've completely, like, brainwashed into thinking, hey, what we do is fun and engaging and interesting. Even though there's been companies that have done what they do a million times better, like Focus Home Interactive with the Insurgency series, where it's like, hey, we'll do the same fucking thing, but, like, make it engaging and fun and interesting and dynamic and tense, rather than just run, die, win! That's, you know, I mean, you know, Focus Home Interactive with, like, 9 people can do the same fucking thing with far better animation and, ironically, better support and optimization. So that the game doesn't crash at the credits!
I think that's the funniest part of this whole thing. It crashed at the credits. Of all places it could have.
It was like, I'm done. The game was just like, I'm done running now. I'm gonna go die. It wasn't even like a hard crash. It was like one of those, it was loading back to the home screen.
Oh. Still.
And it crashed in the loading screen. I'm like, oh, great. And then Alt F4 didn't do anything. It was just stuck there. I had to restart my whole computer. Because nothing worked. Alt Tab didn't work. Alt F4 didn't work. Windows Tab didn't work. Nothing worked.
Task Manager?
No, I couldn't get back to Task Manager because the Alt Tab wouldn't work.
Oh.
I was stuck with a loading screen. I was just stuck with a loading screen image, and that was it. It was just a still image. Burned into my PC. I had to restart the whole fucking thing.
I still see it.
Burned in my corneas. But no, yeah, no. Overall, 7 out of 10.
At least it's a passing score. Barely passing, but still.
That's passing only for the fact that it gave me a reason to drink. That's the only reason it gets 7 out of 10. It gave me reasons to drink down unhealthy amounts of rum in the game.
I forgot you're a rum drinker.
Y'all want to play Destiny?
Oh, it's already like it's midnight 30.
Midnight 30.
Fuck it. Sure, I'll play Destiny too. I gotta play something to get this fucking taste of this god-awful game out of my mouth. I gotta play Destiny 2 I gotta play a boring game to get the taste of an awful game out of my mouth.
Alright, sounds like fun.
There are very few things I reserve the term hate for. And those are Nazis, communists, and and the American gun culture.
No.
Like, no. Hold up. Let me explain that a little bit better. Not just like people who own guns, but like the tactical people. Like, you know, the 300-pound guys who sit around with like a Luger and say, I'm so tactical because of it, because I own a handgun. And it's like, okay, but you don't know how to shoot it. That's what I mean with that. It's not even hate. It's just like a mild like, why? Like, at least learn how to like shoot a decent pattern. I'm rambling because I'm getting more and more drunk because I drank a lot of rum before this. So just ignore that last part. So Nazis and communists, I hate those two people. I don't mind socialists. They can get away. But Nazis and communists. So now Dice can officially acknowledge himself. They're on my level. They're the same as Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin. I hate them as much as those two individuals.
Damn.
Wow.
Whoever did the cutscenes gets on like the level of like Trotsky, because I like Trotsky. I think Trotsky was a lad. He was a socialist, but that's all he was a socialist. He was a good man who got
ice picked in the back of the head
by his own people. So yeah. Trotsky's a good man. Trotsky's a good man, and I will to my last dying breath I will say I stand with Trotsky. But Dice should be happy to know that they're on the same level as Adolf Hitler for me.
Okay.
I'll send them an email.
As human beings, I consider them on the same level as a fucking tyrant who murdered millions.
Josh,
40 million
I'll send an email for you.
$40
Thank
million.
you.
What's the difference? $3 million Jews, $40 million. What's the difference, right?
God.
Funny. Funny. Haha.
Stinky poo poo. Not funny.
Josh, you drunk, go home.
I'm getting progressive. I drank quite a bit before I went on that rant. Okay, I'm laughing really hard right now.
Any
but
last
before
comments before we get on Destiny?
I'm already on Destiny. I'm loading in right now. Before I went on that massive rant, I was just sitting here fuming. Like, I'm like, do I just pull my pants down and start jacking off in the hopes that I can like salvage this day? Like, that's the only thing I can do at this point. And then I'm like, I got a bottle of rum. I'll just like drink that. I'll just take a bunch of mouthfuls, and hopefully by the time that I'm like completely shit-faced, I don't feel like just like coming on the floor essentially, and I can just like have fun with it. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like I'm laughing, but I was so furious.
I'm
And
so
like, it
mad
was
I'm
just
gonna
like
jack it to lizard porn.
4 hours. 4 hours, and it was like every minute felt ticking by. I was like, "Yep, that's another like 30 minutes I've wasted with this fucking game." And again, with like Mass Effect Andromeda, it's like I dumped 16 hours into that game, and it was like, hey, at least I'm enjoying myself for the most part. Hey, I'll cringe at some of the weird references, like the fucking weird what's
the amazing animation.
Well, no, the ones I always cringe myself. What's the name of the guy who's in the original trilogy? The obsessed fan. No, the obsessed fan.
Asshole.
Oh.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, if you don't remember who he is, his sister's in Mass Effect Andromeda because they thought that would be a funny gag. No, his sister. And they're just as obsessed with Ryder in Mass Effect Andromeda because BioWare Montreal thought that would be a funny gag, and Saeed's son is also in Mass Effect Andromeda because they thought that'd be a funny callback. But it means nothing.
Saeed from the first game?
From the second game.
Saeed had a kid?
Apparently he raped somebody. It's his rape baby who ends up in Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a little bit more. It's a lot less interesting than I make it sound like, but that is what ends up happening.
I don't like Saeed anymore. I don't know. Saeed.
I don't think it's a rape baby, but it's like it's his illegitimate son. It's like his son that he's like never been involved.
I remember
with.
that.
Prostitute.
So it's like he's like a mercenary. He's like a mercenary hunter. It's besides the point. Even with those like super cringy moments where I'm like, ugh, like, do you really need to do this? I was still having fun in those 16 hours, and it never felt like 16 hours. Like I was having fun, like romancing Vetra and getting involved with some of the witty dialogue and laughing at how awful characters like Cora and Liam and PB are. There's just such bad characters.
PB.
Autism, the Atari edition. Autismo, the Asari. I having fun. Join the fucking game, Randy. I had fun laughing at them. I had fun romancing Vetra. I had fun learning about Drax.
A fun character to romance?
Bye, everybody.